A really good term to use when talking about ethical business behaviour is corporate social responsibility, or CSR, which is considering the wider impact of a business's actions on all sorts of different groups, so employees, customers, and particularly as well the wider society and the environment. So examples of socially responsible behaviour might be using sustainably sourced materials or giving a percentage of profits to charitable causes. And you could argue this should be a goal in itself, but there are other really good business reasons to be socially responsible as well. Can become a unique selling point, something which makes you stand apart from competitors. So Innocent Smoothies have been known for giving 10% of their profits to charity. Marks and Spencer's have a strategy to try and reduce emissions and waste called Plan A, and they can then use these things as part of their marketing and advertising strategies. And having that point of difference can help to make customers more loyal and generate positive public relations and increase sales as a result. But it's useful to consider other stakeholder groups as well as just that impact on customers and therefore sales. So it might be easier to attract staff who are really wanting to work for a socially responsible company. And then it could help to motivate them whilst they're working there because they'll feel like they're contributing to good causes. So you then get all of the benefits that come from improved recruitment, retention, and motivation of staff. And if you've ever watched Dragon's Den, they're always really more interested in the sustainable and ethical businesses because it makes them look good if they can invest in those sorts of businesses. And so that can make raising finance from investors an easier job. Now, there is likely to be a trade-off between truly ethical business behaviour and profit. And the reason for that is because the one big downside to corporate social responsibility is the impact it has on costs. But there's lots that we can break down here in terms of how and why costs are going to rise. So costs could increase because of the cost of sourcing more sustainable raw materials. It might be as a result of having to change machinery and update it in order to try and cut pollution. Or it might be through having to train workers to be more socially responsible and the cost of that. And the result of all these different possible reasons for increasing costs is that profit margins will be eaten into, which will make shareholders unhappy about reduced dividends. But also it means that prices might need to rise in order to cover these higher costs and protect the margins, which customers won't be too happy about. And it can also lead to a loss of competitiveness to more ruthless and unethical rivals.